I sure hope there's not a mysterious jazz band around the corner.
Oh dear God.
It's here. Sonic Racing CrossWorlds is here. For the first time since Shadow Generations, and even that game was so divided, the entire community has came together to agree that this game is really freaking good. Now, I'm not gonna repeat myself, but if you've seen my other videos on Sonic Racing CrossRoads, you would know. Rocky start. Very rocky start. We're not gonna lie here. It did come around, and goodness, I haven't put this game down since it came out. It's so fun. It's the reason why this video took so long. I just didn't want to stop playing. I did not want to put the game down and start editing a video. The track design, the fan service, the flipping music. Hold on, we're starting with the music early in this video. This game brought some of my friends and closest YouTubers together in a way that I've never seen before. Like, it makes me so happy to see everybody actually talking about Sonic again. Everybody saying, hey, try out the Blue Guy. The Blue Guy's racing game is pretty fun. And I don't want to be that guy, but unfortunately, if you do go in people's Mario Kart videos, there's a ton of people advocating for Sonic right now. It's safe to say that Sonic won this round. I won't call this game a masterpiece because at the end of the day, it just came out. Everything is not out yet, and I won't lie, the price is a little steep, but as they showed that they're actually trying to give this game a lot more life than the other Japanese company on the other side of the bridge, I didn't have no issue spending $90 on this game. Hey, Mario Kart $80, you're spending $90 on Sonic, Mario Kart is less than good. No. You still have to buy the $500 Switch 2 to play Mario Kart World. If I want to, I can break out my old Switch 1 and buy this game on the Switch. So that's why the price doesn't necessarily bother me, because I don't have to buy a whole new console to play this game. At this point, I think Nintendo should just release their games on PC and other consoles like a year or so. Keep them exclusive to Nintendo consoles for the first year and then release them elsewhere. I know that'll just probably cause more people to wait to get them on consoles they already have, but then you still have your diehard Nintendo fans that still get everything at launch. It's a win-win. I don't know. So before we get into the nitty gritty, let me just clear up some information that I messed up in my other videos. There are way more than 7 Grand. We get 8 of them at launch: Dompa Grand Prix, Whisk Grand Prix, Boom Boom Grand Prix, Pumpkin Grand Prix, Coral Grand Prix, Crystal Grand Prix, Egg Grand Prix. I hate that word, saying it over and over, I promise you. And the Secret Grand Prix. Now, the tracks from the first 3 cups made it in the various online tests, and everything else we've only seen online through YouTube or on Twitter if you guys use that cesspool of an app. But now that I've got to play these for myself, I can say Kronos Island is the best racing stage in this game. I might drop a tier list after this video goes up. I'm having too much fun just thinking about the stages, bro. All of the stages in this game are so fun. Yes, some returning tracks do come back, like Market Street from Team Sonic Racing and Ocean View from Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed, but for the most part, this is a 100% original game. Some of the crossroads might be from other games too, but realistically, the only 2 returning tracks in this game are Market Street and Ocean View. I haven't unlocked Supersonic yet, but I'm definitely in the process of doing so. You have to beat all of the rivals to unlock Supersonic. I thought you just had to beat all the cups. My apologies. It sucks that you can't use them online, but it's okay. That's what I got the PC version of the game for. Now, I definitely haven't done everything yet. I haven't even touched the Racing Park game mode yet. That's for another video, but you will be seeing this game on the channel for as long as I can play it. This game is so fun. It's going to be hard to say this without sounding biased, but unfortunately Mario Kart isn't that fun to play. And even if you're saying that as your most genuine feeling, because it's so popular to hate on Nintendo right now, people are just not gonna hear you out, or they're just gonna see you as a grifter that thinks they should get everything for free. Seriously, go look at the pinned comment on my video about the Nintendo Direct. I normally don't give trolls the time of day, and I definitely don't reply to hate comments like that, but that comment blew my socks off that I had to reply. It was just so bad. The motherfucker was 52. I'm getting off track. You guys will be seeing this game on the channel for as long as this game is active, and and I strongly believe this game is going to have a way longer life cycle than Mario Kart World. It might be more expensive if you're buying all the DLC, but it's still a more accessible game than Mario Kart World. It is going to be a learning curve. Hell, it even took me a little bit to get used to. It doesn't play like the other 3 Sonic racing games. Well, for the most part it does, but since the default controls with this game are with the face button, it definitely feels weird. I know you can change it to replicate how it used to feel, but since those are considered legacy controls in this game, I feel like I'm doing something wrong when I'm using them. Also, for my fellas playing this game on PC, I know we normally have Hedgemod Manager support fix half of the issues that we got going on with Sonic games. If you have a Razer keyboard of any kind, or a keyboard that has a virtual controller built into it, the game will recognize your keyboard as a controller over your actual controllers, so you will not be able to use them unless you disable that setting. And for someone like me who has a pretty high-end Razer keyboard, that took an hour of troubleshooting out of the game, and it bothered the hell out of me because, first of all, I feel like my peripheral shouldn't count as a controller, but at the same time, Sonic Team has been releasing games on Steam for long enough. They should have these issues pretty much fixed. I don't think there was any controller issues with Shadow Generations, so why is there controller issues with this game? This is another nitpick, but other than that, I see this game's longevity going through the roof. This game is so fun, and quite frankly, the amount of people I've seen put down Mario Kart for this game is actually astonishing. It's even shaking Nintendo to their core too, because they just so happened to drop a convenient little update for Mario Kart World the day before this game officially came out. Early access for the last couple of days. It just came out today or yesterday, depending on when this video comes out. But Nintendo dropped a pretty huge update for Mario Kart World after neglecting it for that Nintendo Direct, and I wonder why. The rival interactions in this game are gonna be the one thing keeping me coming back to the Grand Prix. These are hilarious, bro. Sage just cooks.
So, Eggman had a kid, huh? I can't believe I'm asking this, but would you want to have a play date with Charmy?
My mental acuity so far surpasses your own that I doubt you can perceive how stupid that question sounds.
The interaction between Sage and Vector is my favorite interaction in the game, bar none. Big the Cat, he wasn't one of my favorite characters, but I respected him as a character. He is now one of my favorite Sonic characters of all time. Big the Cat, because of this game, has made it to my top 10 favorite Sonic characters. He's so happy to be here.
You look tense, buddy. Wanna go fishing after this?
Come on, Shadow, tee up. You know you want to go fishing. This game has an insane difficulty curve, dude. Once your rivals get up there in level, this game is not easy at all. Take this one time. I was doing the Egg Cup and I got a level 8 Omega rival. In an Aqua Forest, he just would not stop whooping my ass. I lost to this guy like 8 times. I had to restart like 8 times before I figured how to beat him. And it makes sense, he's your rival, he's going to be the top op, but it feels a little unfair at times because they have max acceleration from the minute they do their starting boost. And 9 times out of 10 they have that gadget that gives you 30 ring when you get a perfect starting boost. Even with that equipped as the user, you don't go as fast as them. And another thing that I don't like about this game is that the game always spawns you in the back. It doesn't matter if you win or not, you always spawn in the back. Maybe it's just a Mario Kart in my brain, but if I win a race, I expect to start the next race in the front. Why am I starting in the back if I got first place? It makes no sense, you know what I mean? But good God, these stages are so pretty. We already had the ones we already seen in the various tests and the various footage we gotten online, but the new ones we were able to see, Coral Town, Urban Canyon, Blizzard Valley, Eggman Expo. I think Eggman Expo might be my second favorite stage in the game. It's insane. I love that stage. My top 3 right now are Kronos, Eggman Expo, and North Star Islands. I like White Space, but I don't know, I feel like they could have done a lot more with White Space. I feel like if they added the stage gates in the background, I would have liked White Space a little bit more, but I think I'm asking for too much. This game has a jukebox too, like built-in jukebox. Mario, fight back. And with the amount of music in this game, you can set whatever music you want to listen to on whatever lap. So on lap 1, if you want to listen to the Werehog battle theme, and then on lap 2, you want to listen to this game's gorgeous cyberspace theme, and then say for lap 3, you want to listen to, I don't know, Roulette Road or something like that. And they have final lap variants for all of these tracks. Hold on, the cyberspace final lap variant is probably my favorite. I'm glazing, wait a second. This game is really fun. I can't recommend it enough. A genuine 9 out of 10 for me. There's honestly a whole bunch of nitpicks that I have with this game, but it's not enough to affect how I feel about this game. I also love how for the Babylon Rogues, they brought back 1 extreme gear per game. Jet has his extreme gear from the original Sonic Riders, Storm has his from Zero Gravity, and Wave has hers from free riders. I don't know if anyone else noticed that but me, but yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Time trial I didn't go into in my last video simply because I didn't play it, but time trial in this game, it's a little different. So there's ranking in these. The faster you go, the higher the rank you get. Obviously standard in Sonic, but the ranking in this is actually really hard. I'm talking you need mastery of this game to get a S rank. The ranking is pretty tight. It's actually a pretty decent ranking. It reminds me of how it works in Sonic Unleashed. You have to be fast. I think I'm pretty good at this game. I haven't necessarily played all of them, but it's definitely going to be some fun trying to S rank all of these time trials. I feel like this game could have really benefited from a story. Not all racing games need a story. I fully agree with that. That's something I actually wanted to talk about in depth in another video, but I'll sprinkle a little bit of it right now. All racing games don't need a story. As a matter of fact, I'm part of the people that actually agree Mario Kart World not having a story fits. You know, Mario Kart has never had a story, and I don't think they can make a story with Mario Kart, but they've attempted racing stories before with Sonic. So it's a little weird to me that they just got rid of the stories altogether, considering that this seems to be canonizing that Dodonpa is going to be the reason why all of these characters race from now on. We have a character we can signal that, okay, this character means one thing. When we see Dodonpa, that means racing. So I don't know what word I'm trying to use, but I'm pretty sure you guys know what I'm talking about. But considering this is like new things that they're trying to introduce to the series, you know, the idea of cross-world rings, while that's taking directly from the movies, if they're trying to canonize that in the game, I really feel like a story would have helped elaborate on what's going on. Because when Sage has her dialogue with Amy, she says, I'm racing with what Dodonpa has on the track. And it just makes me wonder, like, what do these characters think about Dodonpa now? Why are they all still racing for them? Is it just something that they want to do? Are they just having fun? Or is this another Dodonpa experiment? I would really love to see either story DLC, because, you know, they're willing to do that. They've done that with Sonic Frontiers. Or, you know, something external outside of something we have to buy. Don't Nintendo us, please, where we can see why we are racing here. I think it will be a little cool to figure out what's going on if this game does have lore. If it doesn't, it's fine, but that's just something on my end. Other than that, I really enjoyed this game. There's nothing much I would add to this game. Actually, a replay mode with a camera feature. A standard replay mode. I'm surprised there's not a replay mode in this game, but a replay mode where you can watch your race over again, where you get able to pause, take screenshots, free cam. That would be pretty cool. Sonic Racing CrossWorlds is exactly the racing game that I've been looking for. I didn't know I needed it until I got it, and now that I have it, I cannot put it down. Yes, it surpassed Sonic Riders for me. They cooked, cleaned, and delivered. Nothing but props. That's all I can give them. But I'm gonna wrap up this video here. Thank you guys so much for 2,500 subscribers. I can't believe we actually surpassed that. 3,000's on the way, 3,000's on the way. I'll see you guys in my next video. God bless you all, and take care. Also, make Supersonic playable in Race Park.